everybody. Doing an eating chips video today and just rambling. I've got some limited edition Utz lemonade flavored potato chips. This is a proud partner with Alex's Lemonade Stand, so it's a foundation for childhood cancer down there. I don't know if they've done this before or what, but let's see how these taste. Oh yeah, that's lemony. It's interesting. I'm trying to decide what I think of it. They're not bad. They definitely have a lemonade taste. Not bad. It tastes like a lemonade chip. I actually pulled that off. This says family size, but this is, I feel like this is a regular size bag of chips. Is that what family size is now? As of this recording, which is Tuesday, this probably go up Wednesday, so there'll be a couple games on tonight, but the two that won't. Carolina won a conference finals game, their first one in many in a row? I don't know. 14 or 15. So they're down 3-1. And the Timberwolves are down 3-1. Oklahoma City beat them last game. Baseball's been doing its thing still. We watched a couple of movies recently. Until Dawn, based on the game. It's not really. Peter Stormare is in it again. He's playing like the therapist type role again. I won't spoil much stuff there with these. It wasn't a bad movie. These people, they're trying to find the girl's sister or something. The girl wants to find her sister, she's missing. And they're riding through this rainstorm, and then they end up in this place, and it's not raining on the one side of it. It's like an old mining town that got destroyed. Accent in the mine or some shit. And they'll get killed, and then they come back, and they realize, they'll keep coming back. They have to, unless they survive until dawn, and they're kind of like turning into kind of creature type things as they continue to die. It doesn't really have much in common. There's things from the movie, like a couple of masks and stuff. There's a couple of elements from the movie, but the ending is like there's a bunch of cameras, and you see kind of a car pulling up to the lodge from the game. It's I don't know. The movie was fine. I thought it was an alright movie, but they should have just called something else. Although I guess Until Dawn makes sense because they have to survive until dawn. But we saw Final Destination Bloodlines, which actually was pretty good. It's hitting like 90-some% on Rotten Tomatoes from the critics. The users are loving it. I think that's like high 80s, low 90s as well. This one has a kind of an interesting kind of, this will be spoilers here, like little take on it. It starts off, and I guess it was the 50s, or maybe it was the 60s. This guy and girl are going to this new restaurant open up. It's kind of like the Seattle Space Needle type thing. And they go up, and the woman has a vision. Well, she doesn't, like, she sees it. They don't show you the vision immediately. But, of course, it's Final Destination. Stuff happens. There's, like, glass on the dance floor. It's like glass, so you can see down. That starts cracking. This kid throws a penny. He wants to throw a penny off the thing, and the guard's like, don't do that. He does it anyway. Gets sucked back in. That causes a bunch of shit to happen, too. Eventually, this tower falls down. Everybody gets brutally killed. And this other girl now in the present is having that vision. And she wants to find out her grandma. She's like, I think I'm having grandma's vision. And then she goes to see grandma, and grandma is living in this compound, kind of similar to what Laurie Strode was doing in the 2018 Halloween. But she goes there and meets her. She wants to find out why she's having this dream. Apparently she's nuts, and they kind of like avoid her and stuff. The rest of the family. And she goes there, and she did have the vision, the grandma, and she saved everybody. She knew it was going to happen. She saved everybody. So now Death has to take out everybody that was at this restaurant back then, and all of the offspring that would not have been alive, because these people would have died. So now Death is going down the line. It's got to get to the grandmother now. And the grandmother's figured out the patterns and stuff. That's why she's able to live so long. She's figured out the patterns. She doesn't go outside and all this shit, right? Eventually she bites it. But now it's got to go to so that's the grandma. So it's got to go to the parents, then the kids, and you're getting the unique, creative kills. And there definitely are some in the Final Destination form, fine form of the movie, but it was good. I kind of like that how he's got to go like Death has to go take out a ton of people now, and it goes down its line as it does. But it was good. I mean, I can understand why it was. Maybe not in the 90s. It was kind of, I don't want to say overrated, but I was surprised to see that. But because the other ones are always maybe it was one in the 60s and 50s and stuff. But it was nice to see Tony. I think that was Tony Todd's last role. You could tell he was sick. He looked frail. And he spoiler, I'm not going to spoil his character there, but he was in Indy as well, but Indy had to have been probably done before the movie, because I'm sure his part in Indy could have been done 3 years ago. It was good. I really want to see that Superman movie. I saw that second trailer. A little piece of chip there, is you. That Superman trailer. I like the look of it. It just looks cool. And I'm not big into the superhero movies anymore. Like I said, Marvel is tired to me. There's something about Superman, even though I've seen Superman movies, I like most of them. I saw The Man of Steel with Henry Cavill. That was a kind of a darker, I don't know what to call it, darker, edgier kind of Superman. It's not what you're accustomed, what Superman was, more like kind of bright. Which this James Gunn one seems to be more in the vein of the older ones. I like The Man of Steel, though I still liked it. I don't think I saw Batman vs. Superman. I might have seen some of it and I just was not into it. I know there was Josh Whedon came along and finished that, but then there was the Snyder Cut, which is it's not as bad, I guess. I don't know. Because that was it, right? It was just, he did The Man of Steel, then was it right into... Oh, there's a Justice League movie too. I haven't seen that. I did like those two Aquaman movies, though. I saw those. I thought they were pretty good. But now James Gunn's taken over, so... And I like Superman Returns with Brandon Ruth. I have not seen much of the show Smallville. I do remember Superman show with Dean Cain I watched back in the day, in the 90s. It was like early, mid-90s, but it was like mid-90s. Dean Cain and Terry Hatcher was in that. And Sheila was... And the Christopher Reeve ones. The first two I really liked, then I didn't mind the third and fourth one, but they're not nearly as good. The third one I think has Richard Pryor and some of the computers. And the fourth one has that sun dude. Or whatever he is. No, he's nuclear powered. Sorry, I forget. This one just looks good. I don't know. I want to see it. It's a bunch of different guys. You got Guy Gardner as Green Lantern. Was it Mr. Terrific? Hawk Girl. I think they're like the Justice Gang in this or something. There's other people. I don't know a ton of the comic books. Obviously, Lex Luthor is there. someone called the Engineer. Crypto's in there as a dog. Metamorpho, I think. There's a decent amount of people in there. It looks kind of cool, though. I was watching a bunch of reactions to it, and I always get excited when people are getting excited for stuff. They're getting hyped. It always excites me to see people being positive and being hyped up about something. Of course, I need to see the movie. I'll either like it or I won't. I'm not gonna. I want to see it. The trailers look good. I don't know what it's gonna turn out as. I'm not gonna judge it either way. Until I see it, then I'll give my opinion on it. But anyway, this is just an eating lemonade. These are pretty good, actually. Taste like lemonade chips, which is interesting. And just rambling